So last tribal council did not go the way I expected, but maybe it ended up turning out fine. I mean, the plan going into that tribal was that there'd be 6 votes for Erin. That included myself, Jordyn, Katz, Ryan, Hathaway, and Cade, the same group that voted for Benji. We knew that keeping Erin in the game, that she would try to strike back. She was being cagey throughout the day, talking about some big plan. Right before tribal, things got quiet, and that's never a good thing. I had a feeling in my stomach of should I play the idol or not. But all along, when talking about, the fast pass, someone had suggested, whether it was Erin or somewhere along the way, that they would flush my idol at the same time. And so I had a split-second decision. I decided not to play the idol. I still thought 6 votes were going to go on to Erin. My name came up once. I was, okay, that's maybe Erin. The second vote came up, and I was like, it's probably Bryant. And then I kind of lost track at that point. So I didn't even realize that it was tied. I wasn't paying attention. So when the last vote was read, I was like, yep, that's me. I'm out with an idol in my pocket. And then it said it was tied. And I was like, I don't understand what just happened. And then, afterwards, we were all very confused. It seemed like I still haven't been able to piece together what the logic was in that plan or why people willingly went to rocks for someone that had been plotting and pitting all of us against each other. So I don't understand why Tawni, Gabby, Bryant, and Ryan did that to save Erin when Erin would not have done the same for everybody else. I guess they felt like they needed to make a big move. I mean, ultimately, but it saved me, it saved Erin, it saved my idol. Tawni went home, which is maybe a neutral loss for everyone because Tawni was so chaotic and was going to be difficult to work with. So it wasn't fun seeing my name 5 times. I haven't really heard from anyone who wrote down my name that many times. So I'm not quite sure where that really kind of leaves me in the tribe.
Motherfuckers, motherfuckers, what the fuck was that?
Fucking insane.
Okay, let's just start from the top. I cannot believe I won immunity. I am convinced that
So proud for you.
I am convinced I was the first target. Second off, Sam, in my head, I was like, idol.
I thought about it. I was like, should he play? Should he play? No, we didn't have
I almost played it for you, Sam. I almost played it for you, but then, I was thinking about what everyone said in tribal, and I was like, I thought I knew they were gonna vote for one. Like, Tawni dodged me. Bryant was being weird as like. I can't.
They went to rocks for her.
Stupid. What the fuck were they thinking? That gives them no leverage. And they lost. Good. They lost. Good.
And they lost.
Screw them, as they should.
Yeah. Well, the good news, Erin's little advantage that really isn't much of an advantage at all is out. It's done.
And we have 2 idols.
We have 2 idols, but she's now going to tell everyone about the second idol for sure. Okay, she stuck around now. She's telling people.
But here's the
thing. I think she used it as leverage for Bryant and Gabby and them without letting us know that they kept it a secret. That's where I feel like she was using it, not with Hathaway. She doesn't care. He's never going to believe her. They're not going to work together. I think she was putting it into Bryant's ear or into Ryan's ear or into those people's ears that are on outs.
But here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so I just hopped on call with Ryan.
And that's why I said at tribal, it's hard to thing because I didn't want people to think that Tawni, because I did want Tawni out. Tawni was probably the person I wanted out, but no one. I talked to Hathaway about it. Hathaway shot down that idea. Cade also shot down that idea. So I really didn't feel heard. I know you talked to me about it, but as the only person from the other tribe, I felt on the bottom in the 5-person. And I thought I would be able to move on one more day if Erin was still here.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I'm disappointed, but I get it. You made a move and you made a decision, and We can move past it.
Because especially if the vote was originally you, I didn't know, and I was voting Sam, it still would have been 5-4-1.
I get it. I get it. I'm just a little frazzled right now. But I'm not mad at you. Like I'm not gonna pull an Erin. But I still want to work with you. I still want to work with Cade. But let me just get this straight. So the votes were Erin, you, Tawni, Sam, sorry,
Gabby.
Brian,
Gabby.
on
Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
And their plan
Was to go for Sam because Erin thought telling you that like about she has this big plan, she thought Sam might have played an idol for you.
okay.
So it would have been a thing where if Sam played his idol for you, she could have tried to get Sam out. I don't know who the sixth person was that was supposed. Like she said, there was another person. I didn't believe it because I looked at you guys and I'm like, they're not gonna flip. So that's what. No, I know. That's why I thought going to rocks and keeping Erin and still having her as the big evil would get me further in this game.
Ryan didn't mention my idol once. He said, okay, but I don't believe him. But he said Sam was the primary target, that the decoy was me, and that's why she threatened me, and that her plan was to get Sam to play the idol on me, and then they would boot Sam. But that doesn't make sense because she knows that I had the idol too, and that I would have just played it because I would have. If I didn't win immunity, I was playing the idol on me.
His ass is lying.
It doesn't make sense. Why would he flip to rocks if they didn't know that we had two idols? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
I was messaging the three of you today. I was trying to work this all out and I couldn't. And now I can.
I just never thought, like, why would anyone go to rocks purposely? And it's because she would have been safe. She saved her own skin. She got people to literally die for her. Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. How?
Like,
how did she do that? People that she got Tawni to die for her after she just tried to vote Tawni out. How are you that good with words? How?
I don't get it.
I'm gagged. I'm gagged.
Ben Katz did not rush to tell me about this idol that he has when I've told him everything about my game, because that's how I want to play. I want to have 1 to 2 people that you just trust everything. He didn't tell me about that. He didn't tell me about the divas. And none of that, I think, alone would actually, that's pretty much all information that was like forced, and he was forced to give up because of Erin. And I don't think that either of those alone would actually be the thing that makes me stop trusting Katz. The thing that makes me stop trusting Katz, or is like causing it into question, is that Katz made a comment before he found out about Benji's extra vote, where he basically alluded that I should throw the next challenge. And if the plan was to vote me out the next time I lost a challenge and Erin to use her fast pass, and he was in on it, and that only changed once they found out that they were being played by Erin too, and then they all came back to this side. And now they're getting to portray it like, see, oh, Ben, you were right. We're sorry, we were wrong. Like, as opposed to they were all in this meeting about this skip the challenge thing, and Cade's the one that told me. So I think it was maybe a slip up on Kat's part where he told me to throw the challenge. And it's crazy because these challenges are not like, they're so random. Like, it's just so ridiculous to think that like there's gonna be like a challenge beast.
First of all, now that we're all on call, and like I'll say it again when Kate gets here, but like, thank you all so much. I just want to say that to start. Like, for yesterday, I could not have anticipated. Like, I was like, fully ready to go home, and I just appreciate you guys so much for like being there for me and for like having my back.
Yeah.
And it really, like, it meant a ton. So thank you so much for that. And like, yeah, like genuinely, you guys saved me so much. And I'm like, I've got you moving forward regardless. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
like end all be all. Like, obviously, I'm like, obviously my doors are closed with those other people.
But God, I'm having fun. Like, I have nothing to lose at this point. So I can just go around telling the truth to people while making other people lie about it. Not making them, actually. They could go ahead and tell the truth, too. But they're not, because they're stupid. Like, why would I be lying right now when I have literally nobody? What is the goal? Other than, like, I guess getting myself further? But if I was going to do that, if I wanted an easy out, why wouldn't I just go run back to the divas and be like, oh, I forgive you. I know you voted you. I know you blindsided me and voted out my real closest ally, but I forgive you, and I still want to go Final Four with you and be fourth. Why would I do that? Because I was already fourth, apparently. Because when you expose yourself and say, oh, we had rounds without you, where we had to do this, and we didn't know where you would stand after that. So you're telling me you already didn't trust me. So I was right to be setting up these other things. I was right to be doing that, and you just told me that. Like, they're so stupid. I set myself up with options clearly because I needed them. They didn't give themselves any other options. And now it's gonna fuck them in the ass. Oh, baby.
You were not the ideal backup vote in my head. And I still would work together. But I need Erin out first.
Sure. Yeah.
I can't think of any move forward without getting Erin out first, because all day yesterday and a little bit today, I just keep getting told a new lie that she's spreading. And like her throwing shade on me I can't like exist in this game with her. So like she needs to go or I need to go. And it's like one of the two needs to happen first, in my opinion. And I don't blame you. I don't fault you, and I'm not mad at you that you did what you did, because it makes sense. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, we have not been on the same side since, I don't know, whoever's voted, what Kolby's vote. So, like, let's
well, we had Tommy in there too, but
we did. That's true. Tommy but we have not really communicated openly. I want to believe you that you didn't know about the extra vote. I have a hard time believing you. I will.
No, same. Like, I understand why you wouldn't believe that. So
it's just the way in which Benji told me that. Like, I'm like, for him to lie. He was like, I wish I didn't tell Bryant. Like, I know that was stupid. Like, I don't like. Just seems excessive. And I do believe that there was an OG Gersh tribe chat, and you told me there wasn't. That's another, I think, area that.
Oh, sure. I mean, there was. It just wasn't like a lie because we were all, but
it's not a big deal because, of course, there was an OG Vekoma chat. It's definitely been dead now, but like, So anyway, those things for me were things that last round I was still thinking about when I was talking to you, and why I was like kind of okay with, like, I wasn't gonna fight you not being the backup name.
Katz, Sam, and Jordyn weren't happy with me, but honestly, like, what do you expect? You betrayed me twice. You've given me no information, and going into the day of tribal, I was fully okay with trying to give them one more shot. But once I talked to Erin and I heard not just this round, but the round before, my name was on the table from them, I thought, you know what? I offered them. I said, I will vote wherever you want this round to prove trust. But I had to test that a bit. So what I did was, while I would have voted with them, I was waiting for them to tell me who the backup vote was. they knew Erin was going to play the fast pass, and they knew Erin had a chance to win individual immunity, so they had to have a backup plan, and they didn't tell me, didn't even try to tell me. So that was their third strike. It was done. I can't work with them at this point. I think they throw a lot of stones in a lot of glass houses. Getting upset that people have final threes when they have a very obvious final three. They keep saying we never said it was a final three, but that doesn't matter. I don't know why people think you have to say it's a final three. The fact is you're perceived as a three, and you are. Like, you clearly have meetings and then send out messages right after the meeting within a 5-minute time span, and they're all very similar. They're just not good at hiding it, and I think they're starting to realize that now, and I think they may be scrambling a bit. At least that's my hope. I would love to work with Jordyn still. Katz and Sam, who knows? Probably not. But we'll see if one of them jumps ship. I hope Jordyn realizes that they won't play their idol on her, most likely. I could be wrong there. I've been wrong a lot in this game. But no, it feels good to, actually vote with people on a difficult vote, and we all stick together. Except Tawni, but she left, so. Oh, well. I would like to win immunity this upcoming challenge, but we'll see.
Today's challenge will be done in 3 stages. The first stage, each castaway will build a tower using your wooden blocks while balancing a ping pong ball on a solo cup in your other hand. If the ping pong ball drops, you must reset the ping pong ball before continuing to build your tower. The first 6 castaways to build a tower 3 solo cups tall will move on to the next stage of the game. All right, well, survivors ready. Go. Looking for 6 people. Moving
First
on.
6. Yep. Got to build a domino stack that goes above 3 solo cups. This challenge is always interesting, this type of challenge, because there's never one way that this gets built or gets done. Cade just has a Cade with an interesting strategy. A couple other. I mean, I'm looking around. We got 9 castaways. I think there's 9 different ways of building this thing right now.
Oh, Cade's fell.
Cade stack drops.
Erin's moving pretty quick. Katz looking pretty good. Jordyn looking really good.
Jordyn, that's good. Jordyn's moving on. A little higher, Erin. Erin's good. Erin's moving on. Okay, that looks even to me right now.
Yeah, if you put one on top. Oh, Bryant's good. Moving on.
Cade's good. He's moving on.
Yep.
No, you're good before that, but you're good now. Katz has got to put one more block on.
Hathaway.
Hathaway's good. Hathaway's moving on. Looking for one more. Katz still needs that last block. And Katz is good. Katz is moving on.
For the second stage, this game will be endurance based. Each castaway will balance a die on an unsharpened pencil. The last two castaways with their die remaining on their pencil will move on to the last stage of the game. All right, we'll count you down. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Looking for 2 castaways left standing to move on.
Well, Will, what do you think? Should we spice it up?
Yeah, I'm thinking a live transition.
I you know what? I'm in.
All right, we will give you 30 seconds to add a second die, and that starts now.
Okay.
Okay.
Erin drops.
Cade drops. Katz drops.
Yeah, Katz drops. Katz, you're out. Your die dropped.
I'll do it like live was like we still had 30 seconds to get it on.
No, live means
And-
you're still doing the
Yup.
challenge. Hathaway
Hathaway
drops.
Jordyn and Bryant moving on to the final stage. All right, the third stage of the game will be a switch off. To begin, both castaways will roll a dice. The first to roll a 6 will start on a puzzle immediately. The remaining castaway will toss a ball in the air, spin a full 360, and catch the ping pong ball after it bounces in a solo cup. This will need to be done 10 times. Once the second castaway successfully completes their 10 tosses, they will immediately begin the puzzle, switching off tasks with the other castaway. This challenge will continue to switch once a player completes their 10 tosses until one castaway solves the puzzle and wins immunity. Well, for immunity, survivors ready? Go. Looking for a 6. Up, Brian.
And Brian gets it. Brian on the puzzle, Jordyn spinning.
Wait.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Just have to get 10. They don't have to be in a row.
Okay.
1.
2.
Yeah.
Could Jordyn try out the scoot method again on this one? And there she is, scooting around.
Six. 7. That was impressive.
We do not condone. I mean, if you get injured, it's your fault. Speaking for everyone, not just Jordyn. Oh,
Was that in there? 8.
You got it.
10.
10.
Moves to the puzzle. Bryant, you are now looking to do your 10 spins. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6.
I know the word. And to the next. Oh,
8.
okay. I need to see how long this was.
9. 10. Bryant, moving on to the puzzle. Jordyn, you are
Oh my
back. to
God.
your 10
Oh my
spins.
god, I can't see.
Are you? Okay. I have to stand.
Jordyn said like last week or something that she hadn't worked out in quite some time. I think DCP's doing her some favors.
Ten. Jordyn,
10.
moving on to the puzzle. Bryant, looking for those 10 tosses. 1. 2. 3.
Oh my God. That's annoying.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Brian, like he does this in his free time.
10. Brian,
10.
moving on to the puzzle.
Jordyn back to spinning. Brian's
I
head
should have
still
asked if
spinning.
he could do this one-footed.
Amen.
Ten.
10. Brian
Jordyn.
back to spinning. He's pissed. Brian forgot the spin. He just threw the ball up. 1.
10. Right,
No,
okay.
no, yeah, that one did not count. Yep, 10. There we go.
All right.
Jordyn,
Jordyn.
back to spinning. Yeah.
1, 2, 10. Jordyn on the puzzle. Bryant looking for 10 tosses. 1,
1. 9. 10. Jordyn back to spinning. Jordyn pissed. One.
Ooh,
Individual immunity.
that is not the
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, worth a shot.
I'm okay. No, I'm okay.
Brian just said 2 words. Jordyn's okay.
No, my parents are concerned.
Oh, sorry, Mark and Deb.
Oh my, my glasses are fogging.
Oh, that's a shame.
10. Jordyn back to the puzzle.
Hathaway, foggy glasses versus one leg. Fair fight.
Brian said 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Bryant back to the puzzle. Jordyn back to spinning. Ten.
Jordyn on the puzzle. Bryant looking for 10 tosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Powerful immunity.
Yep. And with that, Jordyn wins immunity.
Oh my
Six.
god. Wait, what was the answer? I'm ready to feel dumb.
Powerful immunity.
Ah.
All right. Well, Jordyn is our individual immunity winner, and she is safe from the vote, and she has a spot in the final 8 of this game. One of the rest of you will be the person going home this round and become the next member of our jury. And we will find out who that is tomorrow night.
I won individual immunity, and I'm really pumped about it because it feels like it's starting to get down to the wire of just, I don't know who to trust fully. I don't know what each one's going to look like. We just went to rocks. So I think winning this one was huge because Katz and Sam both have hidden immunity idols and I have nothing. So I'm like out there sprawling around. So I needed something. And the first little section or phase of it, I killed it with my building of the blocks. I didn't understand what took people so long, but I think I just kind of got lucky where I wasn't overthinking yesterday. I was so tired. I was drained from weekend of Easter festivities that I just did it and didn't think anything of it. And then the second round, I thought for sure I was gonna get out because I was sitting there shaking cold. Like I was so cold. I was like shivering in my parents' house. So I'm like, I can't hold this. And honestly, I think the way to play it was I'm just gonna take my time putting this dice on this because we have 30 seconds to do it and everyone's rushing to do it. And I did get it to sit on there, to be fair. So it wasn't like I just waited for everyone else to fall, but definitely was like, I'm going to take my time. People are falling quick. And then when I found out it was Bryant in the final, I wanted to beat him so badly. So badly. He just kind of burned us with the vote from Erin to making it tie. So I'm just so over Bryant that I'm like, I cannot let him beat me. And to be fair, no idea how we didn't get that puzzle. No clue. I was like, towards the end, like, please just get the puzzle. Put me out of my misery because it would take me at least 2 to 3 times longer to do the ball spin than it would take him to do the ball spin. So I had far less time to do the puzzle. It just, I guess, made sense to me, like, immediately, luckily, but and I wanted to beat him very badly. I wasn't about to just give up and give it to him, but I also was shocked that he did not figure out that puzzle somehow. So luckily, hey, it worked out. I'm happy. I did something finally, it feels like. I feel like I haven't done anything. So this is a good little resume builder, but I mean, I am pretty happy.
I guess like socially, things should be really set on Erin for this vote. I am leaning pretty heavily to play my idol anyway because Erin's only plan at this point has to be to flip Cade or Hathaway. I don't think Cade or Hathaway would flip on me, but I think the votes will still come down to 5-4, and all it takes is one person to get a little bit funky, to think of something a little bit out of the box, and to throw my vote or throw, their vote onto me and making it 5-4 with me going out. And I feel like I shouldn't have had this idol in the first place. I took it from Jordyn. It's given me nothing but a headache since I've had it. Like, I kind of want to just play it, be done with it, whatever. If I negate 4 votes and I didn't need to, so be it. But I do trust Hathaway and Cade. There's just that like inkling seedling of doubt that maybe someone will try and take advantage of this, which objectively they probably should, because Erin will never work with Jordyn and Sam. And so like, if I were Cade or Hathaway, I would be tempted to just blindside me, someone who has more of a working relationship with more people than the big bad villain of this game right now, which is Erin.
Yeah.
To just be easy now, like just take her out. Like,
yep.
I know.
Nothing crazy. We just got to execute.
I mean,
I know.
But I think we underestimated them last time, and that's why I want to check all of our boxes and just be like, they have nowhere to go. Like, we got them,
Really feels like there cannot be anything left that they have. Like,
I agree. They should be cooked on all fronts, unless they have something secret. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
the secret would be one of the 5 of us flipping. I feel like that's the only thing they have, and that's not happening. So
yeah, I was worried like a baby bit about Cade, because when I talked to Ryan, it seemed like Ryan felt like he had a chance with Cade, but I don't get that vibe from Cade. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think they could get Cade. Like I think they'll be working on Cade for sure.
Yeah,
but because like none of them have even reached out to me about anything. I'm like, okay.
None of them spoke to me. I mean, the Ryan and Bryant, but like both conversations were nothing. Like I was like, why did we even reach out? It was just the same fake. So it was like, for what? But if they want to save themselves, like they should just. What's the point of them just putting 4 on one of us? Like they should just like all vote each other.
Yeah. Well, they should be trying to gain favor with us now.
Yeah.
for down the road.
That is, yeah.
Be
I
in
mean,
their
but
better interest.
that's what they should have done last round. They're
Well,
so-
yeah, I agree.
Too late.
yeah.
Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
too
they.
late, yeah.
It's
But-
funny because I think we're gonna get to the end of the game and they're gonna complain about like us going to 5 and then us like the final 3 being from our 5, and they're gonna
Mhm.
complain about Vekoma just being Vekoma strong and not doing anything. But it's like you guys burned every possible bridge. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's not
Like,
that
we
it was
even
like that this was
ventured
set
out
in
of that.
stone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like that's what I said to Brian also today. I was like, I'm not gonna say that, maybe this would have happened, but like, would there have been a chance that like we had fractured if y'all didn't throw us all into rocks? Like, yeah, that could have happened. But now, like,
Yeah,
y'all
if you're
just
Ryan and you're at 6, you have a chance, bro. Like,
and like
yeah,
by throwing
now,
yourself,
like
it's stupid, so stupid.
It's, I mean, we presented them with like the biggest, fattest pizza cake, and they said, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go eat an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I was really hoping to work with Jordyn, Katz, and Sam more until recently, but they'd left me out of the past 2 votes along with Bryant. And I think it's kind of clear at this point that they don't consider me an ally, but they also don't consider me a threat. So like, I'm not important enough to vote with them, but they're not actively targeting me. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Like, I was really open to working with Jordyn since we became partners. And yeah, I mean, it kind of sucked to have to abandon that relationship, but it's clear they don't see me as like a real player in this game.
Yeah, I definitely want to do Erin now, Ryan next, and then maybe Hath.
Yeah, I'm fine with. I don't know if Hath keeps it up. I'm fine with Hathaway going before Bryant and Gabby. Because Bryant just proved he's not a challenge threat with losing to a spinning competition with next to a girl with 1 leg.
Yep.
So, not really worried about him. And Gabby's Gabby.
Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. I think Bryant and Gabby are people we could pick off later.
Mm-hmm.
That's at all. But yeah, Hath keeps saying this kind of shit, and I just keep agreeing with him because what else am I gonna say? But I think Hathaway is mostly concerned with Jordyn and Sam though. Not he's like he asked me, he was like, you think Cade's really with us? I was like, yeah, there's no way Cade is not with us. I was like, you don't need to be worried about Cade. I was like, if anything, Jordyn and Sam, but Jordyn and Sam have such a like hate with Bryant and Erin that I don't see that happening either. So
I don't see it either.
yeah, I think people just have like a seedling of doubt, but like I cannot imagine this not being Erin.
Mm-hmm.
Next round is a different story.
Realistically, I'm happy to be here.
Dude, I'm legitimately happy you're still here. That's why I texted you, bro, and I was like, hey, you got what you wanted, man. You got Tawni out. Like
Yeah. And so from what I see, and you probably see it differently, I do see that like you could make a big move. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying this round. I'm saying
dude,
like
I'm
next round.
telling you that I'm not thinking about all kinds of things.
Yeah. And that the fact of the matter, I don't think they would think of you doing something. I think they think you're in their back pocket.
I agree. Because I mean,
Yeah,
but also that's what I've done strategically. Like,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
with our conversations, I know that. I think they thought they had me in the back pocket.
Yeah.
And then I did something like that. And now they think even more they have you, which they, no offense, they realistically shouldn't, because they thought they had me and I did something like this. So maybe like, but also it like they could think, oh, this vote united you guys even more. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, that does seem to be. I mean, the vibes in that chat are like unity. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what it was before. You know, like,
yeah. And it's just like,
dude, just leaving Erin in the game is terrifying, bro. Every time I'd like, oh, what
Yeah.
if we like I start thinking about it, I just get so scared to leave her in the game.
It is a scary thing, but this game is also scary, and sometimes you gotta make the moves. It's just one of those things where her being in this game is scary, but I think the three of them right now are scarier. Because even if we group Cade in with them, so the four of them, they have 2 idols between 4 people. Erin has nothing.
No, I know. The real issue is I maybe thought my position was different than it was.
I think that's what I realized, and that's what made me want to do the move.
Yeah, and I agree.
I don't think this game has alliances. I think it only has voting blocks. After that Benji vote, I think tonight's vote's gonna solidify that alliances will not exist.
So yeah, I mean, so the things that are concerning, obviously have 2 idols. They're super well connected, and I'm telling you from conversations y'all aren't in that they are not about the Gertz crew like in any way. Like it is not like
Great.
any conversations y'all are having are theatrical. Like it, it is like just saving face. They want you all dead. Like, and it's really that 3.
We really had an uphill battle on that side this whole game.
So, I've been in these calls and I'm like, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like looking at the sheet and I'm like, how am I getting to the end? So, yeah, I mean, they're on their final 3 death march right now with 2 idols in hand,
Yeah.
And so we have to do something now. Like that is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And we don't need to just stop now. We need to eviscerate them.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, that's what they want to do to you. We need to scorch earth it, dude. We gotta go crazy.
100% down. I like them all and everyone in this game as P.
Right. I love everybody.
But I'm completely down.
I put all my trust into arguably the biggest threat in the game in Ben Katz. So, it's scary because if things go my way this tribal and we get rid of Katz, I will have lost in back-to-back rounds my closest 2 allies, which isn't great, but, they didn't have my best interest at heart anyway. So here's the plan. We got to denuclearize Vekoma. Vekoma has nukes. I still think Erin is a huge threat. If she gets to the end of the game, I'm toast. I'm cooked. But, I've already gotten my way with Erin. I've gotten Benji out, which I wanted and I needed to happen. And now she's used her fast pass. She's high profile. She has bad blood enemies. Everyone on their side seems to know she's a threat. So, is a 1 enemy with no weapons scarier than 3 with 2 nuclear bombs? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the information that my group has told me is because they were afraid of Erin's blackmail. So, it's about like, hey, no one was like in private, like, hey, Ben, just so you know, this thing. It was like, we need to preemptively strike on this because Erin's going to use it against us. Another thing is there's so much bad blood between the sides that I don't think anyone's going to cross check me if I'm trying to flip. I don't think there's going to be backroom deals and things. Now, if anyone's going to do it, it's Erin because she knows she's the ricochet vote if there's an idol play. So maybe she goes to them and says, hey, I have Ben, ha 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 ha. And makes them suspicious. They play an idol, and I go home because I become Vekoma's target or something. If anyone's going to do it, it's Erin. But, I think I've safeguarded as much as I can by telling Vekoma I was going to play double agent so that if information leaked back to Vekoma, they can, quell their worries as like, oh, you can't trust Erin. And Ben told us he was doing this. He said things he had to get their trust so that he could relay info back to us, That being said, I do think that Sam and Katz are worried I'm going to flip. I think if you look at the game objectively right now, I have to flip. Like if there's no interpersonal relationships, you just look at the board, I have to flip. It's my only way to potentially win. And we have to get an idol out this round. So I think if they're objective enough, they will play an idol and Erin will go home. Or me, if it gets ricocheted to me somehow, if they, do all that. But I've done a lot of work to make them believe that I'm with them. And if they don't play an idol, Katz goes home and it's open season, baby. Scorched earth. Just light them up. I've talked to Ryan and Bryant. I'm like, hey, they have 2 idols. I'm with y'all. We gotta do something. So I think that we should aim for Katz.
I agree.
Katz is super close with me. He thinks I'm in his pocket, and I will do everything in my power to be like, you're good. Because Sam and Katz both privately messaged me about how they might just play their idol tonight, just because, oh, it's so scary to have an idol. And I was like, okay, like, But to me, it's a pretty transparent threat of like, if you try anything, you have to aim for Cade,
Yeah, I see.
So yeah, I think we have to go for Katz.
I agree. I agree. And I think is he actually gonna I don't think that why would that I don't know. If he doesn't think he's going anywhere.
No, it's a threat. He's threatening me.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I don't think he would play it. And as the person whose ass is on the line, if he does.
Well, right. I mean, to me, I'm like, well,
I'm like, I would rather. Yeah. I would still rather just gun for him anyway.
Yeah.
It
is a problem, but we will deal with it if we live.
Exactly. Yeah. Focus on. Yeah. Exactly. One round at a time.
Yeah.
Like, and I would be thrilled to do this round. And if you can,
I think we have to.
I agree. And if you can just make him feel as comfortable as possible to
I
not
know, but see, even that I gotta be so careful because I think if he thinks I'm coating it on, he'll be like, he'll get iffy. So I just kind of have to be really just like,
Yeah, just act normal. Just be normal, man.
I might even just try to act like I might just try to plan future stuff with him. Like
I like that.
I'll be like, okay, so like we're doing Erin this round, obviously. So next round, what are we doing this and that? Like, how are we gonna flush Sam's idol? Like,
yeah.
And if I get him just thinking that I'm planning our future together and our kids and our marriage and our house and our white picket fence,
I think that's exactly it. Yeah, you've got to, just really make him feel nice and comfortable because that is clearly what he wants. Is like that's why he set himself up like a shit ton of final 2s.
Yeah,
like he just didn't get caught because they were just final 2s and they were just brought up in one.
And I made one.
Yeah, I also made. Actually, technically, I made 2.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of shit that can go on tonight. I'm in the middle of these 2 alliances, and I don't know. Last week, I got so lucky. I don't know why they thought I was still with them, Vacoma, but I feel like this week, Sam needs to go. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I know I'm voting Sam. But Hathaway's, like, fake flipping. But also, like, I don't know what's going to go on tonight. And Hathaway might actually be flipping because Hathaway didn't tell me that Erin told them that the vote is Katz tonight. Hathaway told me they didn't decide. So Hathaway might be flipping, and that would fuck up my entire plan. If there's a rogue vote on Katz and we go to Rocks. Wait, no, we wouldn't go to Rocks. I don't know, dude.
So I think they still may think Cade is on their side.
Yeah.
So apparently Cade's going to be playing that up.
Okay, cool.
And Ronald's like, yeah, Erin's still a threat, but not a threat for now.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. I think right now we have to get out Sam and or Katz, especially.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, at least get them to play their idols.
Yeah.
They were coming at me right after.
I had no clue what to fucking say.
Yeah, I was like, y'all, like, seriously? It wasn't like
what do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, y'all betrayed us twice.
Yeah, me like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, three
I
times?
think so. Josh, there was something else too.
It's too many.
Josh, Benji, and I feel like there was one other vote.
Yeah. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
But at
It's
least
hard to
two,
keep track.
which is too many times. Yeah, but yeah, like I mentioned last night, I do think we need to be a little bit cautious with
Mhm.
new group, but I feel
But
like
yeah, they can take us farther.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like we can trust. At least we've all voted together now.
Mhm.
You know.
And at least they're keeping us like in the loop and like giving us actual useful information.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I which I much prefer. It felt like the Jordyn Katz Sam thing was we give them things and they give
Mhm.
us nothing.
Yeah. It
And
wasn't an equal relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when they told me like why they voted out Benji and like they were like, oh, him and Erin were making all these final threes. I'm like, well, I said last night, we're like, you all have a final three, and they're like, no, we haven't made that official. I'm like, it's
Girl, yeah.
and they kept like I think I don't know if it was Jordyn or Katz, but they were leaning on like the semantics of like, no,
Mhm.
we haven't said final three. I'm like,
You don't have to say it. Yeah.
yeah. Like, what are we?
Like people get it
Yeah.
already.
If you're gonna try to gaslight me, do better.
Mhm.
Because I fully expect to be gaslit some here, you know.
Yeah.
But at least do and I think that's a result of them not being able to check in with each other
Mhm.
before sending out these messages.
Yeah.
So Jordyn was a better sport about it. So
Mhm. Yeah, so right now I'm allied with Erin, Bryant, Cade, and Ryan. So there's 5 of us to Ben Hathaway, Ben Katz, Jordyn, and Sam's 4, which is as good as it can. I mean, I'm still really stoked that I made it as far as I had. I didn't expect it. But yeah, I think things are going to go well tonight. We're planning on voting Sam again, but we're kind of spinning it as though we're voting Katz to everyone else. We've started a group chat with Ben Hathaway, he's claiming he's on our side, but according to Cade, he's going back to Jordyn, Katz, and Sam and kind of spilling everything we've told him. So we're not trusting him very much, but we are feeding him some false information, I guess.
Their blind spot is everybody that they're not working with. They're so bad at playing from a power position. And like, I get it. I'm not the best at it either, but they're just like, they're so cocky. It's frustrating. Like, it's just annoying. So I hope they get taken down a peg tonight, whether it's losing an idol, whether it's losing a person, whether it's losing both. I hope that they get taken down a peg because, God, they need to be. They need to be humbled, and they need to be humbled quick. And honestly, while it would be great to get both idols out in one fell swoop, like if Katz plays his, Sam doesn't, and Sam goes home with his, that'd be amazing. I'm not banking on that. And honestly, I think Cade is more likely to stick with me and not flip back to them if they still have an idol. They don't play it and they go home and the idol is flushed anyway.
Yeah.
So that's where
yes, I like that.
I think a good strategy might be to make it seem like we're going for Ben or Sam. But we're Ben Katz or Sam, but we're actually going for Hathaway. So that way one of them plays their idol, but they don't actually go home. They just get rid of it.
And then we still take out one of them.
Yeah, next vote.
The only issue is right now they think Cade's with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think we have to get at least one of the idols out this round.
yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Because this is the last round we have where Cade can be our man on the inside.
That's true. Yeah.
Next round, like it is game over, game on, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, if I
Kinda scared
wasn't
for next
taking
round.
Cade into account, really, if we take Cade into account, it's better to go for one of the people with the idol.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And
just straight out.
think,
Yeah.
and I think just kind of trying to do a social read, I think Katz, I think they're both low likelihood to play it on someone else.
Mhm.
But I think Katz is very likely going to play it for himself this tribal.
Mhm. I think Sam might play it too. Because it came so close last time.
I think Sam is greedy though. I think Sam wants to save it for when he can like last play it.
And I think Katz really thinks I'm like exclusively gunning for him.
And
Like-
and I think both Sam and Katz are convinced that Katz was the main target.
I don't know how they decided that, but
Because I think they think that our whole plan last round was to go to rocks.
Oh, right.
They think that was the plan. So they're like in there, like we can convince them, like, yeah, we voted Sam to keep Sam safe. We wanted to go to rocks. We put our votes on Sam to make sure you were safe from rocks. And make him think that we're not like actively gunning for him. Make Katz think that he is the person that like we are actively gunning for. Hope that he plays his idol. And
Can y'all hear the train in the background? Because if you can, I'll mute myself.
No.
No, you're good.
Not at all.
Okay, cool. Okay, it's gone anyways now, so. But yeah, I like that idea.
So I do think Sam still might be the better vote here because I do think Katz is probably more likely to actually play his idol. And I think, yeah, regardless. And like, here's the thing. If they both play their idols, they are openly saying this round that they don't trust Cade.
Or Hathaway.
Or Hathaway.
Yeah.
I am as nervous as always with Tribal on the horizon. We have a plan. It requires a lot of trust, which I thought I was on this journey of trusting people, but I've just been stabbed so many times that all my trust has bled out of my body. But, you know, the only thing that could go wrong is if Cade is lying to us and Cade is actually on the original Vekoma side and not this new amalgamation alliance. I fully believe Hathaway's trying to play us and get the information, and I also fully believe that he believes us. Worst case, an idol gets flushed. Unless they are the bravest people around. And Cade and Hathaway are lying. Best case, an idol gets flushed, and the other person with the idol gets voted out. Ooh, I'm so nervous. I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm probably getting gray hairs. I'm the oldest person in this game, and people aren't aware of that. Well, they are very aware of that, but this is stressing me out. I can't afford to go gray yet. I'm only 32. Guess that's what this game does, though. I'm still shocked that it's like Sam and Katz especially are playing this game as if it's for $1 million, and they're trying to play it so incredibly safe and not willing to take risks. Like, we're not playing for $1 million, so you have to take risks at some point. You can't just try to overcalculate everything. That's probably not going to get you far. 2, it's not fun to watch. And 3, it's certainly not going to earn my jury vote. I want to see you do something and risk yourself for others or to get yourself farther in this game. And I haven't seen that yet. So here I am risking again. Only 3 original Garsows left, so we could just get picked off the next 3. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous though. Okay, let's just go to Tribal. Come on, please. I need this now.
Next up, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if I'll play the idol. I don't know what's about to happen. I feel like there's several different scenarios that are playing out in my mind, but then we're at that point in the game where the fatigue of the past few weeks is starting to catch up, so maybe I'm not thinking the clearest. But ultimately, I would love to see Erin go home, but that's the plan that was in play last round, and that didn't happen. So it's hard with this kind of chaotic group of people, especially since by going to Rocks and voting with Erin, it's just broken a lot of trust with a lot of people. And so how can you then rebuild trust in a round? So it is definitely, going into tribal council, I definitely feel like it's the most at risk I have felt.
All right, we will now bring in the members of our jury. Again, as you know, Real Survivor and this works, the jury is just here to gather information for their decision at the end. They are not to be spoken to or chatted to. So yeah, gonna let them in. Benji and Tawni voted out at the last tribal councils.
All right. Well, welcome to Tribal Council, everyone. Jordyn, how does it feel going into Tribal Council with immunity?
It feels pretty good. It's definitely easier to plan, to talk with people today without feeling so nervous. But again, you never know what's happening. You still don't want to be on the wrong side of a vote. So there's definitely still a lot of conversations going on. But no, feels great to be able to maybe catch a breath for a second before all chaos breaks out again. So definitely feeling good tonight.
Well, enjoy that breath while you have it. Bryant, how does it feel to get so close to winning immunity and falling just short?
I knew that was coming. Look, I learned that I could spin around and catch a ball pretty well. I learned I can't do puzzles at all. And I learned that Jordyn's even more incredible for doing that with the knee issue. So, you know, Jordyn earned it, and you know, I was very happy for her. As much as I feel like I definitely could have benefited from getting that immunity, but it was at least fun.
Yeah, to go off of that a bit, would having immunity changed how you navigated tonight's tribal council?
I mean, I think having immunity frees you up a bit to kind of think more, because you have less anxiety. You know, it's hard for me to say exactly if it would change what I'm thinking to tonight, but I could see it possibly. Yeah.
Now, Sam, last time we saw everyone, you guys went to Rocks. Was that part of a plan? Because it seems like everyone had a plan going in last night.
I mean, that wasn't part of my plan. And I still am piecing together why that was the plan. So, questionable choices all around.
Do you have a guess as to what happened, or shall we remain in a fog of mystery?
I think fog of mystery.
All right, I like it. Erin, after playing your fast pass last round, are you worried about any other advantages still left in the game?
I mean, yeah, I know where they are. It's helpful, but, and obviously I'm worried about them. I'm not just worried. Like, obviously, advantages, I'm more worried about making it through another game. I'm sorry, it's very loud. I'm literally.
Okay. All right. Now, Ryan, last tribal council, you alluded to not being able to trust some of the people in the game. Do you still feel this way about people that are left?
I think more or less that question should be asked, do people still trust me? I might have gone around people's backs and done something that made certain people upset. So I think it wasn't more or less me trying to get trust, like see who I trust, but more or less if I could gain trust back.
And have you done anything to gain that trust back, or will you show that tonight at tonight's tribal council?
It's been super hard to do that, especially today when you have projects due and group assignments, and you know, school is not just 9 to 5, it is throughout like a whole day. But I think after tonight, it's gonna show that the people who can trust me will trust me.
All right. Now over to you, Cade. We kind of saw this last tribal council, really every tribal council, but why do you think that people are vague when we come here? This is a time to, prove yourself, state your case, and these castaways, to include yourself, don't really like to put it all out there. Why do we think that tribal council is so vague this go around?
Yeah, what a great person to ask this question to, because I do this every round. People keep it vague because they don't want to say what they're going to do. I mean, tonight I feel like kind of obvious, at least what I think I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep it at that, too.
So it's obvious, but still want to keep it vague for tribal council.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
You can say it. I don't mind.
Sounds like it will not be said. Hathaway, there are 2 people on the jury, with a third joining soon. How important is jury management at this point in the game?
I don't know. I think if you get your eyes on the prize when we're not even halfway through, the game, you gotta just take it play by play. I think if you get looking at the end too early, that normally catches you.
Yeah, very true. And Katz, a big part of the game after merge is threat management. What do you think is considered a threat in this game?
You always ask the right questions to the right people. I've been talking about what I think is a threat in this game from very early on. I think it's people who say too much, who do too much, who spread themselves too thin, and who offer too much to pretty much the whole merge tribe. So that's what I think is a threat, and I'll leave it at that.
Gabby, would you agree with Kat's definition of a threat, or do you see it a little bit differently in this game?
I'd say, I think it can go both ways. I think a threat is someone who overextends themselves and tries to, dip their fingers into too many pots or whatever. But I think there's also danger in underestimating people who maybe aren't talking as much. Yeah, we all have a vote tonight, and there's power in numbers, and we'll see how those numbers stack up.
Well said, Gabby, and I think it's time for you guys to use those powers and go vote.
Regardless of what happens tonight, at least one idol goes out. Whether it causes me to go out, whether it goes out with this person, I can live with that. I just want to make things easier moving forward for any of my people that are still here. So I will be voting for Sam.
I just really hope if you get through this vote that you take more risks, because we're not playing for $1 million, so you gotta try.
Erin, I cannot believe that I even have to cast a second vote for you, but it's really time for you to leave.
All right, my vote this round is for Katz. There can only be one. Only one Ben to rule them all.
Round 2, it might be either you or me at this point. If it's me, so be it. I can finally get some sleep after 18, 19 days.
Okay, I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has an advantage or an idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Okay, I know that this has become very public and I'm just over it. I didn't even want this stupid thing from the moment I got it. Should never have had it, but I am going to play, I wish I had something. My little necklace, my little hidden immunity idol.
Playing it for yourself?
I'm playing it for myself. I trust the people that know that I trust them, but I have it, I don't want it, and I just want to be done with it.
Okay. Katz does have a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Katz will not count. Anybody else? Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Katz does not count. Sam. We're tied. 1 vote Sam, 1 vote Erin. Erin. That's 3 votes Erin, 1 vote Sam. Sam. We're tied. 3 votes Sam, 3 votes Erin, 2 votes left. Sam. 8th person voted out of Corkscrew Cove and the 3rd member of our jury. Sam. Sam, the tribe has spoken.
Good move. Good luck to only some of you.
Well, from one blind side to the next, doesn't matter if it's Saturday night, Monday night, that's what the merge is about. And it'll continue tomorrow night at your next immunity challenge. Get a good rest. We will see you then.
Oh boy, I figured something didn't feel right the past couple of tribals, but I wanted to hold on to the idol. Going into 8 just made me feel better with the idol. I don't know if I could have kept up with the mind games anymore. It's been a brutal couple of days. I don't quite understand taking me out. There are way bigger threats in the game than me. So to me, that gameplay doesn't make any sense to leave Erin, Hathaway, and Katz in the game. So I don't quite understand what they accomplished by getting rid of me other than flushing an idol. I wasn't a comp threat. People wrote down my name 5 times at the last tribal, so I wasn't really a great social threat. So their decision making really didn't make any sense to me. It's funny playing the mini to playing this, where I was so under the radar and I was never a threat or a target to people, and so I will almost take it as like a badge of honor to get me out this early in the game. Some information was coming in. It felt weird all day, and as soon as I said, oh, it's quiet over here, then people started popping off in the chat, and I should have taken that as a sign. But, sometimes you just hit the wall and you're not thinking straight in this game. And so, I should have maybe used the idol last round, got Erin out, but then I still think they would have voted me out this round. I thought, with Ryan leaking to Cade to vote Katz, that they were going to go on Katz, and I was like, well, that's what they would want, is for both idols to be flush right now. I could have played it, but I don't think I had. I think I was next anyways, so I had a lot of fun. Totally different than the mini, totally different strategy, but it's been a brutal start, and I can take it with pride, unlike some other people. It's never my strategy or my gameplay to be bitter or scorch the earth. So good luck to the rest of them, because I just think the rest of the game is gonna get nasty. But I had fun. Yeah. Thanks to Prod for a great experience. Even though I lost a lot of sleep and have been anxious since the 14th, it still was a lot of fun. and was glad to be back and play kind of back to back. And I've had a blast. And so for this to only be my second mini to make it to the merge in a game like this, I'm pretty happy with myself. So